This is the garden tour for November 9th, 2023. And these are my starts here. Got some Ethiopian kale in these two, broccoli in this one, and the red Russian kale in this one. I actually color coded them to know which is which here. Seeing as I need to water. I know it's not the best way of watering, but it's the quickest. There's a water over here as well. Haven't been getting much rain lately, and my buckets are just about empty. My little Everglade tomato over here that's growing produced flowers finally. This CISO spinach here is dealing with a pretty bad case of powdery white mildew. In normal situations, I would just wipe it off with my fingers, but with this guy, I may have to take more drastic measures. Just because of just how bad it is. There could be other problems with this plant as well as causing it to be a bigger issue than it should be. The okra is nearing its end. Although I got a pretty good crop out of it. I got 3 quart bags out of them. And there's still a few producing. I can usually like to let them grow a little bit taller, but this one right here would probably be a perfect size. It's about the palm length there. So that would be a good size for picking. I usually just like to let them grow a little bit longer, just personal taste. But you can really pick them at any size. Like this guy here, he's perfect for just picking off and munching being in the garden. And with my heavy hitter okra, it's pretty much the same story as with the burgundy okra over there. They're coming to the end. So they're looking a little leggy, but the sweet potatoes that we're growing over here I used as sort of a cover crop for some of this stuff, and turned out pretty well. Given how we haven't been getting much rain, actually, it's a bit surprising how much little I've been having to water these. I haven't really watered these guys in actually almost a week. Thinking about it, it's interesting how this is starting to pop up a bunch of growth. I wonder what happened to him. Looks like he got ate up by something. As you've noticed, the elders here still have their leaves. This guy needs some water, but fortunately, looks like something is digging in here as well. Fortunately, it didn't kill off what I had growing in here. These 2 guys here were the main thing. This is my Egyptian walking onion, and they finally reproduced. That's what I got out of the reproduction. So I'm just gonna have to go in here and water this. I just noticed the yard-long beans got 1 last yard-long unproduced. This little guy here, oh, take him. Other than that, I got this guy over here that's still alive, trying to grow, and looks like I got one right over there. The rest of them are dead, so I'm gonna have to figure out something else to put here. One neat thing about CISO spinach, you can actually tell if they need water by feeling the leaves. Like right now, these are just getting to the point where they might need water. How you can tell is that the leaf will feel much softer and pliable, whereas if they don't need water, it'll feel like it's really crisp, more rigid. Plus, they'll start wilting, and probably this batch here would start wilting by either tomorrow afternoon or the next day. Still be okay, you can still recover if they do wilt, but It's a little neat trick about these guys. Also, I tend to sometimes put these guys in with other plants because they'll indicate it to me whether the thing needs water or not before the other plants do. Over here I have the Katuk. Seeing as these two look like they're struggling about the same amount, I'm guessing it has to do with the either level of light here or probably the cooler weather, because these guys are subtropical and they like it warm. Looks like I could use a little bit of fertilizer for this guy. Not surprised, seeing as he's growing in a grow bag instead of in the ground. But he's done fantastic so far. The other little guy over here, still growing, but he's gotten a little bit bigger. I've got a little cranberry hibiscus there. Ginger is okay. I should probably expand on this. Love to have more ginger. Give that some water. Another little problem I've noticed with the weather here is that we've been having a lot of spikes. Usually by this time of year, the weather is evened out some. I actually had my AC kick on just yesterday. So, still getting those warm spots, which can be a bit of a problem for the starts. By the way, I'm going to probably have to replant some of these. I was using some old seeds, so I didn't get the amount of germination I was really hoping for. Not a big deal, though. Still working on trying to clear out the torpedo grass in this bed here. You can see it's tenacious. I already went through this area and it's already grown back. Give you an idea just how deep this stuff can grow. I had this all the way down to the very bottom rim of the bed. I'm gonna probably have to fill this up a little bit with some more soil. It's a little low, as you can see on the edge here. I usually like to keep it at about that level there. I've got some bananas coming in. Usually only one of these produces bananas each year. But here's mine. What I may do is I'll just cut this one that has banana off, since once it's produced bananas, it's dead. We'll get it out of the way of the others. And I can let these ripen in a more secure spot. One last thing to showcase is my avocado. Is looking pretty good. A few brown leaves here and there, but there are older leaves. Might need a little bit of fertilizer. One thing I've noticed is when this thing needs water, these leaves will start drooping just a little bit. That's when to water it. Alright, seeing as I've got constant planes flying overhead right now, it's time to end this.